Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello my dear learners, Assalamu alaikum. I am again before you after some days. You know that COVID-19 has dangerously and epidemically broken out in our areas, especially in Rainagar 1, Rainagar 2. And there are so many cases that we heard. We often heard so many cases. So this is the most vital and dangerous time to all of us, and we should all maintain the rules and regulations of COVID-19. That means we always should use masks. We should, whenever we will be outside, we should maintain the health precautions. Okay, and you know that you have already known so many rules which we should maintain. Okay, my dear learners, today I will express an important chapter, that one of the most important modal verbs, that is shall. Okay, where shall you use shall? Now, according to number and persons, you know that, I know all of you very clearly know these rules, that where shall is used in first person singular and in first person plural number, we should use shall. And other cases, except first person singular and first person plural, in other number and persons, we should use will. Hope you understand. Now, there are some exception of these rules. Okay, you know that in general sense, to describe the general future, we should use these rules. But there are some cases like promise, command, determination, obligation, certainly. In these cases, we should use reverse form of these rules. What is that? That means in the places where we can use shall, in that place we will use will. And the places where we are using will, in that place we will use shall. That means in first person singular and in first person plural we will use will, not shall. And in other number and persons we will use shall when your sentence expresses the sense of promise, sense of command, express the sense of determination, express the form of obligations and certainty. Okay, so my dear learners, you should maintain these rules. Now I am describing one after another, one by one, where shall you use shall. Firstly, to describe the future incidents, to describe the future tense, or whenever the speaker expresses himself or describes something in future form, in future tense. Future tense means that works has not even been done. The works which not been done, and the works and the activities which will be done in future. To express the future time, to express the activities in future time, we will use future tense. And to express simple future, we will use shall. Okay? Now, first one. So, in summary, I can tell you that in first person singular and in first person plural, we will use shall. Okay? But in other cases, in second person singular and plural, third person singular and plural, there we can also use shall when the sentence will express the sense of promise, command, determinations, obligations, certainty. Okay, hope you understand. So my dear learners, you should always maintain these rules. Now go to the board. First one, to express simple future. To express simple future, we will use shall. Suppose I shall go there. আমি সেখানে যাব. Or সে football, suppose one Bengali sentence. We are all Bengali speakers, so I am using Bengali sentence besides your English translations. সাপোজ অ্যানাদার সেন্টেন্স, সে এখন ফুটবল খেলবে, ওকে, আর আমরা সেখানে যাব, আমরা সেখানে যাব, দ্যাট মিন্স দ্য ট্রান্সলেশন উইল বি দ্যাট উই shall go there, okay. Here we are using shall. और আমি তোমাকে সাহায্য করব, ওকে, আমি তোমাকে সাহায্য করব, I shall help you. My dear learners, so try to understand, to describe the simple futurity we should use shall in first persons, in first person singular and in first person plural. Now, the second rule, to express the promise. To express promise, we will use shall in second person and in third person. Okay, to express promise, suppose he shall have the money, he shall have the money. তার টাকাগুলি হবেই, তার টাকাগুলি হবেই, ঠিক আছে। আমি তোমাকে সাহায্য করবই, আর সে তারা আমাকে সাহায্য করবেই। What will be the translations? They shall help me. They shall help me. So to express the promise of the speaker, we should use shall in second person and in third persons. Now, the third rule is that to express the command, to express command, we should use shall in second person and in third person. Suppose an example, you shall not leave this place now, okay? You shall not leave this place now. তুমি এই জায়গাটি ছাড়বে না. It's a comment, not general sense. It's a comment. So we have used here shall after second person. You shall not leave. তুমি ছাড়বে না this place, এই জায়গাটি now এখন, okay? Suppose তুমি এই কাজটি করবেই, তারা এই কাজটি করবেই, okay? Suppose তুমি এই কাজটি করবেই, you shall do this work. Hope you understand. Now, number 4, to express determinations, the expectation of mind or the words of mind when it is emphasized. Then in that case, you will use shall in second person and third persons. You shall do your duty. তুমি তোমার কর্তব্য করবেই, ওকে। ছেলেগুলি এই নিয়মটা মেনে চলবেই। The boys shall obey these rules. The boys shall obey these rules. ছেলেগুলি এই নিয়মগুলি মেনে চলবেই। Another, to express obligations. Obligation, to express obligation of the speaker, we can use shall. Suppose one sentence, you shall not leave the camp. তুমি এই শিবির ছেড়ে যাবে না, okay? Obligation, it's a kind of obligation. You shall not leave the camp. তুমি এই ক্যাম্প ছেড়ে যাবে না, okay? আর তুমি এই কাজটি করতে বাধ্য থাকবে, আর তুমি আমাকে সাহায্য করতে বাধ্য থাকবে। So these kind of translations, these kind of activities, whenever you will express to others, whenever you will express the obligations, in that sense, in that kind of a situation, you will use shall after second person and after third persons. Hope you understand. Now, number 6, to express certainty. To express certainty or surety, you should use shall. Suppose after summer, rain shall come. গ্রীষ্মের পরে বর্ষা আসবেই। There is no obstacles, there is no accidents. It's sure. It's a kind of certainty that after summer, rains will come. রাতের পর দিন আসবে। After night, day shall come. Okay? After sorrow, happiness shall come. So these are common sentences. These kind of sentences are often used in spoken English. Whenever we want to express ourselves in future sense, whenever we want to give our ideas to another persons, to another kind of people, in that case we often use the sentence of certainty. Okay. Now the final and the last one, number 7, asking question. We can often use shall in asking questions. Suppose, shall I open the door? আমি কি দরজাটা খুলতে পারি? Okay. Shall I start the work? Shall I start the work? Hope you understand. So, my dear learners, my dear students, whenever you will think about shall, in that situation, you will think two kind of ideas. First one, general futurity, and second one, these 6 conditions. One, in general future, you will use after first person and after second person, you will use after in first person singular and in first person plural, you will use shall. Suppose I shall go there or we shall go there. In that case, after first persons, you will use shall. But in case of promise, in case of command, in case of determinations, in case of obligation, in case of certainty, and even asking question, from promise to certainty, in these situations you will use shall after second person and after third person. Hope you understand. And whenever you will ask questions, whenever you want to form questions, then in that situations you will use shall. To increase the power of your spoken English, now I am giving you some ideas to develop your spoken English. Whenever a students try to converse in English language, whenever a students try to develop himself, then you should maintain, you should also, you can hear my lectures on YouTube, and beside these, you will also follow your grammar, and you will practice. Whenever you will start to read your textbooks, you will find so many new words, and besides new words, you can know the synonyms of the new words on your notebooks. So these kind of 2 words you should always learn with great care. We should practice by writing on your exercise books. Okay, my dear learners, and you will form sentences within your own efforts. Okay, and whenever you can understand to form new sentences, whenever you can learn to express yourselves by your own efforts. Okay, you can hear my lectures, you can watch my videos, and beside these you will also practice with your new words which you will find on your textbooks. Perhaps you are the students of class, you are the students of different classes. So whenever you will start to read the subject of English subject, in that there are so many poems, so many prose. In those study, in learning those prose, in understanding those poems, you will find you will have to face so many new words, and you should find out the Bengali meanings and its synonyms of the new words, and with those words you will form sentence. You will form those kind of sentence which are very familiar with your situation, with your atmosphere, or with your friend circles, and there is no shyness, there is no hesitations. You should not have any hesitation in your mind. You will always start to converse with friends without break. I know that whenever you will start to converse with your friends, you may mistakes. Your sentence may be grammatically mistaken. It's right. But whenever you will continue your practice to converse with friends, then these obstacles, these grammatical mistakes will disappear, and you will be very skillful and adept. Hope you understand, and I think that you will be very helpful by watching my videos. Thank you so much. I will back to you very soon. Thank you, my dear learners.